Montreal is a city of a million opinions. Ask 10 locals for the best bagel or the best view. You're gonna get 12 different answers. In this video, I'm gonna be taking you to 10 spots in Montreal that I actually keep coming back to. And this list is gonna be in no particular order because I filmed this across the entire year. And please, if your favorite spot didn't make the cut, leave it in the comments below. Or if you think something else should be on here that didn't, that's fine with me. Go grab a camera and make your own damn video. Now, I'll also do my best to list the locations and prices. If you found this video helpful at all, consider leaving a thumbs up or a thank you in the comments. It'll mean the world to me. On to the video. Starting with stop number 1, a smoked meat poutine at La Banquise, a place that always has a line. If you come visit La Banquise, prepare to wait in a line at any point of the day because this place, even on rainy Sunday morning, has a line. They have so many different varieties of poutine, but we're here to try one poutine and one poutine only, the smoked meat. It took me a whole of 15 minutes to get into the door as a single seat, and I am excited. This place is jam-packed, and I am starting to get a little hungry. My tummy is growling, and for a grand total of $13.75, I'm going to get myself a regular poutine. A regular poutine topped with smoked meat, that is, because the highest, most recommended one here is called the Obelix, a standard poutine topped with smoked meat, and it looks good. Right off the rip, this thing is insane. This thing is huge. It is covered in smoked meat, and it is the size of 2 of my hands across. This is the regular size, coming in at $13, and I've been amped to try this. These fries, double fried, crispy. The smoked meat, smoking hot smoked meat, covered in the gravy. And the most important part, the cheese. The curd cheese, squeaky in consistency. The smoked meat is well balanced, giving it an awesome, smoky, salty taste on top of those curd cheese. Wonderful squeak. I have not been to La Banquise in years. I used to live across the street from here, and I just remember this place constantly having a line. It's nice to see that it still does, and the quality is definitely held up over time. I'm absolutely devouring this. Affordability, definitely a 10. Taste, fries are good, gravies are good. Taste, I'm gonna give a solid 8. And let's see how my tummy feels after this. Final thoughts on this place? My tummy feels great. The smoked meat, super, super good. Doesn't need more than smoked meat on top of a poutine to impress me. Yes, this is a very touristy spot, and yes, it is jammed. I still highly recommend this spot. Let's go to the next one. St-Viateur Bagel is another cornerstone of Montreal's legendary bagel scene. Often in friendly rivalry with Fairmont Bagel for title of the best bagel shop in town. Established in 1957, St-Viateur Bagel is also open 24/7 and is loved by many. Featured in countless articles, TV shows, and Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations. It's even inspired a ton of local art, and it's a must visit if you're seeing Montreal. Whether you're a Fairmont loyalist or a St-Viateur devotee, both establishments are integral to Montreal's culinary identity. The one thing that sets this thing apart, though, they offer cream cheese for $1. And look at that little adorable bagel mascot. I love him. And he's smiling. He's smiling at me. I'm telling you guys, Tuesday mornings, no lines. No lines anywhere. All right, St-Viateur Bagel. Take a look at that. Now, what's neat about St-Viateur is they offer single portion cream cheese packets for $1 up front. Another spot that doesn't smear it for you, but they do offer a affordable solution on the side. They also give you a little knife if you want to go that route, but I'm just going to dip the bagel and go from there. Now, it wouldn't be fair for me to not try it on its own and compare it to the last spot. And oh my goodness, this is significantly better. My gosh. Hands down, a much better bagel. The last spot kind of tasted just like bread, but this was a damn good bagel. And with the little cream cheese dip, phenomenal. Definitely the second best bagel I've had today. Chewy, a little firmer, and the sesames stay on this one. Much better than the last one. It doesn't just all fall apart. Delicious.
2 spots out of the way, on to a third one. This place is called Scarolie's Pasta Emporium. No frills, inexpensive pasta. I recommend going for lunch. This makes number 3 on the list.
Today we're at Scarolie's Pasta Emporium. Folks, this place is a gem in the West Island, and I want to show you why this place is a gem. From the extremely courteous service to the ridiculously large food portions, I present to you Scarolie's Pasta Emporium.
So the restaurant's packed, and you can't hear any music whatsoever. You can just hear a bunch of Italians yelling over each other, and they brought out complimentary bread and olive oil. The menu here for lunch is super affordable, and I don't think you can get a better price anywhere in the city for what you get here. The lunch menu comes with a baguette, the olive oil and balsamic, and a soup. Soup of the day. I had the choice between chicken noodle soup or minestrone. I decided to go with the minestrone. It's a big old bowl. The bread is help yourself. They come out and cut the loaf in front of you a little bit just to get you going. And then here is the delicious bowl of soup. The vegetables in there, unbelievably fresh. The soup broth, delicious, warming up my entire soul. This is an excellent bowl of soup. Piping hot, full of hearty veggies, and oh boy, a nice peppery kick as well. Also, any place that serves you fresh bread, complimentary, gets extra points in my book. Who doesn't like bread? This is a 4 out of 5 soup right here. And now, we must talk about why I came. Folks, the lasagna. The waiter came out, asked me how much Parmesan I wanted, and I said yes. He took a big old spoon of fresh Parm and tossed it on top of that hot, piping hot meat sauce. Folks, let's dig into this lasagna, and I'll give you a raw, unfiltered cut of my reaction.
Oh my goodness. This lasagna is piping hot. It is cheesy. It is meaty. The sprinkled cheese on top, terrific. The acidity from the sauce, super, super nice, well blended. I asked for a little bit of cheese on top, additional Parmesan. They come in with a full bowl, and they just scoop it on top. That sauce. The herbs, tomatoes, the savory beef, the noodles. You can taste all the garlic and the onions that's just been simmering, and the noodles. Thick, big old lasagna noodles on these. Look at these big boys. The cheese is perfect. It's got a nice little crisp on top. and that extra layer of sauce really ties it all in together. The fact that they dropped off this bread, olive oils and balsamic, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness indeed. Terrific. If you're looking for a spot for lunch, Scarolie's. This place is an institution. It is packed with people. I can't recommend it enough. This is my rating of Scarolie's lasagna. Closing thoughts on Scarolie's. For $18 for lunch, there's probably no better place nearby. I mean, look, I got a whole baguette. That's like $4. Some olive oil, some balsamic. I got a soup. And I destroyed this lasagna. $18 price point. Pretty damn good. Guys, I just saw a huge calamari plate as well. I'm going to put a photo over here somewhere to show you guys how large the calamari portion is. Wild. Absolutely wild.
This is another gem out in the West Island. You have to hit Lou's in Pointe-Claire. It's basically elevated comfort food. Think trendy diner, more on the fine dining side of things. You might think it's a long drive from the island, but trust me, this place is absolutely worth it. Nestled in the heart of Pointe-Claire Village, Lou's is a fantastic new diner that's adding some serious flavor to the area. Named after the beautiful Lac St. Louis, the spot has a cool modern vibe and still feels cozy and welcoming. This place here has a wonderful menu, wonderful drink menu, and a top-notch host of staff. Today we're going to be trying a bunch of different items on the menu, but first, let's start off with our drinks. Starting with the limoncello spritz, this is an absolute ray of sunshine in a glass.
I got the limoncello spritz. Very good. Very lemony. It's like a bougie 7-Up.
On a gloomy day like today, it's absolutely terrible outside. It's raining. Nothing beats a cold Labatt 50. Oh yeah. Tastes cheap, strong, and crisp.
And then it was on to the dirty martini. Timeless, sophisticated, and utterly seductive. Look at those olives, those pickles. Damn, this thing looks absolutely briny. Crisp, clean, and saltiness of the brine. Absolutely delicious. And then, that's when the appetizers started to arrive. Feast your eyes on the glorious crab cake. Look at that golden brown crust standing on top of that wonderful mayonnaise. Served with a side slaw and a little lemon wedge, this thing looks absolutely breathtaking. And of course, as customary when trying a different menu, we're going to have to order many apps. So these here are the baked scallops, a true delight for any seafood lover. These things are cooked to perfection with a wonderful sear on the bottom sitting in that pool of butter and topped with those fixins. And anytime there's beef tartare on the menu, you know I have to get it. Celebrating the quality of beef, finely diced, incredibly fresh, touch of egg yolk, and savory dressing, topped with flakes of Parmesan. And then finally we have the tuna carpaccio, a dish that is as beautiful to look at as it is to eat. Look how stunning the colors are. Oh, and I almost forgot the Parker rolls. These aren't just any bread rolls, they're pure comfort in a fluffy, garlic buttery package. Unbelievable. You gotta get a set of Parker rolls for the entire table. Now, all these dishes look absolutely beautiful, but how do they taste? Starting off with the beef tartare, I'm gonna top it off on top of this little fluffy bread, almost French toast-like in texture. This bread is absolutely terrific, and the beef on its own, satisfying, chewy, brightened by the acidity, tang of the seasoning, and on that bread. Ugh, unbelievable. Seasoned to perfection, refined, and incredibly satisfying. And then it was onto the tuna carpaccio. The tuna, pristine quality, not overpowering, light, refreshing, and absolutely elegant. With just a touch of heat and citrus, this was by far one of my favorite dishes as an entree. Now, cutting into the crab cake, you reveal that beautiful, tender, flaky interior, absolutely packed with sweet, succulent crab meat. And this here was satisfying. Crunchy on the outside, soft and moist, and incredibly flavored inside. The zesty mayo on the side really brought it all in for a symphony of textures and a celebration of fresh seafood. Whew. It's now time to cleanse my palate with another beer and then dive right into those Parker rolls. This is why you gotta get the scallops. Comes with a big side of butter. You pull apart one of those soft, wonderful, squishy Parker rolls, hot on the inside, and then you just dip it inside of that butter. Absolutely terrific. While we wait for our mains, why not have another beverage? Time for a spicy margarita. For those that want a little bit of heat with happy hour, the sensational spicy margarita. Aromatic, tahini, 1 jalapeno. Let's try it out.
It's got mezcal, which is nice and smoky. Very delicious. Ooh, spicy.
Spicy marg.
Spicy.
It's supposed to be spicy.
It's so spicy.
And we had to get a couple glasses of wine for the table. You can't have a limoncello spritz with a meal. That's just kind of weird. And that's when the mains start arriving. I ordered a half chicken served on lentils, and this here was so satisfying. Crispy golden brown skin, calling my name, served on top of a bed of lentils and sauce. And on top, Brussels sprouts spread across the entire top of the skin, also torched. And everybody else at the table decided to opt in for the pasto genovese. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. This dish is a true labor of love. Rich caramelized meat, slow cooked, fall apart texture on top of that warm bed of noodles. Whew, loose. And you can't forget the oversized pepper mill. This thing is hilarious, and everything needs pepper. More pepper, more large pepper mills.
And you gotta get the black pepper. You gotta get it. On a rainy day like today, there's nothing better than braised beef and fresh pasta. 10 out of 10.
Comfort upscale dining over here. I decided to opt in for the chicken because the reviews online raved about the chicken being absolutely phenomenal. And when you're charging about $30 for a chicken, it better be phenomenal. The steam coming off of this thing is absolutely fantastic, and if you look at it, it is plumpy, juicy, and covered in that sauce. The skin has a nice crisp to it. There's a bunch of lentils at the bottom, and the entire thing is covered in Brussels sprouts. Down. That's so juicy and buttery. The skin is crisp up so nicely, almost like it was on a broiler or blowtorch. Wow, the Brussels sprouts, nice, buttery, and the lentils. Fantastic. Terrific, terrific, terrific. Let's try the pasta.
Yummy, huh?
Dear God.
That's really good.
The mains were absolutely terrific. The portion sizes were wonderful, the flavors unbelievable. And our bellies are starting to get absolutely full. So with that, we're going to open up our second stomach for dessert. And, of course, I had to order another beer. But before that, we're going to be trying Stephanie's chocolate cake, the bourbon bread, and one of the New York-style cheesecakes. We also really wanted one of these key lime pies, but unfortunately they were sold out. So we'll save that for another day. Dessert came out quick, and we're celebrating somebody's wonderful birthday. Starting off with the bourbon bread pudding and salted caramel. This here is just comfort food elevated to an art form. You got tender, custardy pieces of bread infused with warm, inviting notes of bourbon, and caramel drizzled on top of that ice cream with a salted caramel crunch. Every single little piece of this was absolutely terrific.
Bourbon toast, melty, almost like cinnamon roll.
So crispy. It's like a warm French toast, but like with bourbon and caramel. So delicious. It hugs your soul. I want this to myself. I don't want to share it, but I'll be nice.
And then it was on to the triple chocolate cake, moist. And, of course, a New York-style cheesecake with strawberry coulis.
Chocolate cake time. Whoa! Right away. Very, very soft. So moist. Chocolate on chocolate and chocolate. And it's coating my palate. Wow.
All of the desserts are made in-house, and the strawberry cheesecake, the coulis, smells so strong of strawberries. It smells like a fresh strawberry field. Let's give it a taste. Delicious New York-style cheesecake. Unacceptable. 10 out of 10.
Our meal here was absolutely terrific. If you're ever in Pointe-Claire Village, make sure to visit Lou's. Probably a weird thing to add to a restaurant vlog, but the bathroom here is probably one of the nicest bathrooms I've seen in a while in one of these types of restaurants. Like, come on. And the soap, the quality soap. I like this place. I like it a lot. Also, I'm sure this is just for decoration, but it's just nice. Just nice. Bistro Garage Cafe is located at 275 Rue Hickson in Verdun, and it's a casual spot with bustling summer terrace known for its house-made burgers and its set price menus. This place has not changed in the years that we've been here, and we are so happy that it hasn't. This place is absolutely perfect if you're visiting Verdun and just looking for a casual spot to eat. The drinks are affordable, the menu is affordable, the decor is simple, and the food here is absolutely terrific. It's a piping hot day here in the summer, and so we're going to sit on the terrace and order some of our favorite things on the menu and showcase them to you today. Today we're going to be ordering a calamari and a burger set and sharing it amongst ourselves and showing you how large these portion sizes are. Our calamari for two has arrived, and they have a homemade dip, and it's served with a little coleslaw salad. And then the burger, deconstructed bacon cheeseburger, fries on the side. Dress it how you want to, and they come with a little rack of their own sauces. We absolutely recommend their chipotle mayo. It's some of the best in town.
Portion sizes here are crazy. This is the calamari for two plate, and it really is a calamari for two. Even the calamari for one is a really decent size, and it comes in a gigantic cone. And what I love about this place, it's not just the little calamari rings that you get. You actually get the ones with the little tentacles. These ones are by far my favorite calamari, and this spot actually has my favorite calamari in the entire city. Just gonna dip right into their little sauce. Crispy, salty, incredible calamari. Seasoned so well. Put a little bit of the limon. Ooh. A little dip. If you're coming to Verdun, stop by here and just have a little calamari if you can. With that being said, on to our main. It's burger time. Look at these fries. Wonderful. breaded so well, and they have their own little house mayo. A little bit of chipotle kick in there. Terrific, terrific, terrific. But the star here is the burger. I like that they give you the option by putting all the condiments to the side. And look at that. Thick cut piece of bacon. Perfectly cooked burger. Red onions, tomatoes, and I gotta get that house mayo on there. That's a good burger. The sharpness of that cheese. Love it, love it, love it. Especially with that mayo. I love this restaurant.
Brit and chips. The service here is almost non-existent. There's no one here to refill your water glass or check up on you. You want salt, you go and you get it yourself. But listen, inside holds about 20 seats and this place fills up super quick. They have a wonderful array of sodas and beers and wine, and their fish here is absolutely delicious. It is lightly fried in the batter, the chips are hand cut and fried to perfection, and the menu is actually still quite affordable. You can get a full set of fish and chips for about 20 bucks, and pretty much all of their main dishes are 20 bucks. You want mayo? Get it yourself. As you can see, I arrived here at noon and this place is absolutely packed. I was able to get myself a table so at least I could film a little bit, but all the communal tables were starting to get full. Now, on to the actual fish and chips themselves. Look at those peppered fries. That fish looks so good. I'm gonna dive right into that cod, and that there on the side, that is a little lemon wedge to spread all over the fish. They also have their own tartar sauce, and it's absolutely terrific. It's tough to argue that the portion size isn't worth the 20 bucks, and this goes insane for value. 20 bucks, Brit and chips. I highly recommend this spot. I'm gonna cut right into the cod, and it is fresh and flaky. The star of the show is the cod, a whitefish known for its mild flavor and delicate texture, and the batter here, absolutely light and crispy. The classic fish and chip batter is made with flour, beer, and a few other ingredients, and this is golden and crunchy. The batter should be a golden color and have a satisfying crunch when bitten into, and Brit and chips absolutely kills it. The chips are thick and fluffy, typically cut thicker than regular fries to ensure that they remain fluffy inside to match the fish, and it is perfectly seasoned. I added a little bit more salt and vinegar just to enhance the flavor combination. And the tartar sauce here, the homemade tartar sauce, oh my gosh, made with mayonnaise, pickles, and herb. It's the perfect complement to this meal. Dunn's famous restaurant is a long-standing Montreal institution, celebrated since 1927 for its classic deli fare, most notably its Montreal-Style smoked meat. They're also known for their famous dill pickle. Crisp, tangy pickles, an integral part to the flavorful legacy.
So here I am. I'm at Dunn's, and I got myself a single pickle. That's right, the girthiness on this guy. You have to cut it in half because that's how plump this thing is, and juicy. This thing is absolutely glistening. Now this here is supposed to be one of the crispest, tastiest pickles in all of Montreal. They sell them in the grocery stores here. So if you're a fan of this, pick up a whole jar, why don't you? I'm gonna bite right into this thing, and boy am I salivating. Oh, that is crispy. It's so tangy. Girthiness, you gotta give this bad boy a 9. You have to slice it in half. Juiciness, this thing's absolutely dripping. And mouthfeel. The textures, the little bumpies on this thing. Phenomenal. That's a solid 9 of a pickle right here. On to the next one. Snowdon Deli. Right behind me over here, you will find Snowdon Deli. No parking around here, so make sure you go up the side streets, or maybe just take the bus.
Snowdon Deli, a true Montreal institution since 1946.
Hand-sliced smoked meat piled up high on rye bread. Boy, oh boy, am I excited to dive in and share it with you.
There's nothing like starting my day here at Snowdon Deli with a hot pile of smoked meat. Look at this thing. Absolutely glistening in its juices. Let's dive in.
The size of this thing is crazy. And we got medium. Look at that texture. Absolutely unbelievable. The smell coming off of this thing. You can get it hot or cold. I opted in for hot. And this thing is just topped with smoked meat. Hand cut, flavorful medium. The texture is out of this world. The bread, soft. Corners are nice and firm. That mustard on top. You can taste the peppercorns on the smoked meat. A little bit of the coriander. And that is a dang good smoked meat sandwich. Affordability, flavor, mouthfeel.
Belle Province. If I was to choose my favorite poutine in the entire city myself and not go off of all of the Google reviews and that last video I did, it would be this spot here. La Belle Province has been around since 1967 and this place is a staple in my mind. The old school look of the interior and everything about it. Everybody here is super friendly and this place is an absolute gem. You see a La Belle Province? You stop there. It's always going to be a good time. Now I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that's the Steamy here. And also to probably steal the placemat, because I'm definitely going to steal the placemat after eating here.
Nothing brings me more joy than walking into a La Belle Province. You're instantly taken back to an older day, a simpler time, where things were less expensive, and this hot dog wasn't $2. But, the quality here absolutely remained the same. Even though the prices have gone up. That bun. Soft. But not soggy. Even though it's been in that steamer. The coleslaw. Hand prepped. Delicious. The onions crisp. The mustard. So good. I go for the all dress, ketchup, no relish. And this steamy is absolutely brilliant. Mouthfeel. Taste. Vibe to the restaurant. It's damn good steamy. On to the next one.
Hand-pulled noodle spot called Lanzhou, and this place is incredible. They pull every single noodle to order, and it always comes out delicious. Folks, these guys are pulling noodle all day, and it's wild. You can catch them pulling their noodle right outside the glass all day, every single day, until the nighttime. This place is an absolute must, and one of our final spots here in Chinatown. Let's go inside. And just remember to come here early because this place gets a line real quick. The atmosphere is absolutely cozy. They have some table seating on one end of the restaurant, and on the other side they have the bar stools. We initially started at the bar stools, and then they moved us over to the air conditioning room.
This place opened up in 2014, and boy, am I amped. The menu's tiny and the place is cramped, but I'm excited to be eating here.
Look at the photos on the menu. Look at this menu. Small menu, yes, but absolutely terrific. Master of everything. Starting with our appetizer, we got the pickled cucumbers. This pickled cucumber salad is spicy and it has a little bit of peanuts on there and some Szechuan peppers that'll make your mouth go absolutely numb. And the crunch factor. Ooh. The cucumber is so fresh. And there's like a hint of chili crisp on there. And the peanuts on top. So crunchy. Kevin here. There was a crying baby behind me, but basically what I'm saying here is you get 2 different levels of crunch here. 1 from the cucumber, 2 from the peanuts, and then it adds all together into just this delicious, wonderful flavor in your mouth. My mouth has gone numb from the peppers. I'm super thankful that they moved this over because this area was air conditioned, and then the soup arrived. The cilantro, the onions, the peppers, that tea egg. Folks, this is the small, and the small is absolutely huge. That broth is just making my mouth water watching the playback, and I can't recommend this enough. This was the original. This is the small. The small is the entire size of my body. Folks, when you come here, expect large portions. I see people come here to try to tackle the large. It doesn't work out. Small is the way to go. And we asked for medium spicy, and there's an absurd amount of Szechuan peppers here. They take their spice seriously here. Try out the broth first. Broth is so rich. Amazing beefy flavor on there. And the pieces of beef on here. This one's just covered in peppers. Unbelievable. Would you look at that? Melt in your mouth tender. Insane. You also get to choose what type of noodle you get here. We decided to go with the medium-sized noodle. And everything is hand-pulled to order. You can see them in the front pulling the noodles. More of the footage over here. Perfect texture. Medium. And then we got the tea egg. The black tea egg. Look at that marinade. Delicious. Excellent tea flavor. Salty. Every single bite here. Incredible. Incredible.
Do is wrap your daikon in your beef, dip it in the broth.
So that's the noodle spot. There you go. 10 spots that I still go to in Montreal all the time and the items that I get there. Bet you didn't think I'd put a pickle on the list, but I did. Thank you so much for watching. For more food, travel, gaming, and more, give us a subscribe. And guys, these are just snippets of bigger videos that I already have on the channel. So if you're looking for Montreal-based content, I have plenty, and I'll be putting out plenty more. Bye for now.